Hi, everybody, and welcome back to La Capricornia with me, Priscilla Moreno. So, you guys, we're going to end this week with the last message for August. So, let me know what you guys thought about me doing it this way and if I should continue doing it this way or do something different. Okay, you guys, so jumping straight into it, we did get the Two of Cups. So, Two of Cups is an equal and give situation. I do feel like this is something like you've been striving for. It's been something you've been praying for and asking, and it's here. And sometimes, in all honesty, I don't know, because I'm kind of get this doubt feeling, right? Sometimes when we finally get what we have been asking for, we don't see it for what it is, right? We're kind of looking at it like, I don't know, like I've been burned in the past, whether this is like a love situation, if it's like a work situation, it's like, oh, like they always say we're going to do things this way, but does it really happen? Most of the time it doesn't, right? So I do feel like it's something that you're doubting. Maybe you're just thinking a lot on. I do feel like a lot of concentration on this. But it's equal give and take. I do feel like the energies that you're putting in are being returned back. And that's like very huge, you guys, because I feel like when you put your energy into something and it's giving to you, that's your sign. That's your sign that you need to go for it. I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine who was telling me about this opportunity that they had, and they're like, oh yeah, I was like, they told me about it and I kind of thought about it, like, should I do this? And then the next day this person was like, okay, like I already put your name out there kind of thing. And then they were like, what the heck, like I didn't even like I didn't have to do that portion of it, right? And so the way I see it is like, hey, follow it, follow it, because to me it just feels like it's pointing in the right direction. If it's really putting itself in your path, it's putting itself in your path for a reason. I get it, it's scary, everybody can fail, but like I said, it put itself in your path. And truth is, if you know say it fails, you can always go, find a different direction or find something else to fall back on, and it's fine. Like when you really think about it, it's fine. Okay, so the next card was the Knight of Wands. So again, you guys, moving forward, taking that faith, the chameleon, things are changing, right? They're going at this. See, it's not a full-on war, like, but you're still going forward with it, right? You have that wand, you're going forward. You have, I feel almost like an idea, or you have something happening, but I still feel like that armor. I know this sounds so weird, but I feel like you're still armored going into this, and I think that's why you have the stick. But then you see how you have like that fun like chameleon clothing going on. Like you're trying to go into this as in like, okay, let me put on my armor, and if I get into this, like it's gonna be amazing. And if it doesn't work out, well, guess what? I had my armor and I'm ready for the battle, right? But I almost like, yeah, I almost kind of feel like this is inside of you. And I'm not saying you're being fake because that's not what it is. But I do have that feeling of you're moving forward, but you're moving forward protected, And I get it, you guys. I get it. I'm one of the biggest people who have such an issue with putting my armor down. And I actually learned this recently from a book I read. I can be very armored, especially when I don't know the situation. I have no control over it. And so now I'm just like, okay, I'm going to prepare myself, right? It's like that person that brings like a bag full of things that do not at all go with like whatever the plan was for the day. You're like, why did you bring so much stuff? And they're just like, well, in case it rained, in case there was a fire, in case there was an emergency. And you're just like, okay, like I get it. You're over prepared and protected, but you're totally fine, you guys. Like I said, I do feel like this is an equal give and take situation. Sorry, I can't talk today, but I do feel like it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like it's something that you've been asking for. It's just again, it's that fear. It's that fear in all of us, and it's fine. It's something that we have to learn to feel and process and then come out forward with it. Okay. The next card is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, you guys. So you're not seeing what's being presented to you, right? And I don't know, like I said, maybe you're just so focused on the past. Maybe that's why you're armored. You're feeling this way. And again, you guys, I can definitely identify with this because, I can be one of those people that are looking at these empty cups, knowing that this one's like a full cup, right? But then I'm like, I was so disappointed by these cups. Like, do I really want this full cup? So I really want this full cup that's just going to be another, cup that I was not happy with, and I'm just going to end up putting over there. And it's just, it didn't give me anything. And because I almost feel like you see it, because even, I don't know, like sometimes I look at his face and I kind of feel like, he's just not paying attention. But I'm getting like a vibe of you're just like, you're really within yourself and you're thinking about it. And again, it's the fear. It's the fear inside of you, and it's totally fine. Like I said, process it. It's going good for you. I know one of the hardest lessons is letting go, letting go of that fear, letting go of the past, letting go of the story, the cycles, right? Because I think that's where this is coming from. Like, is this you know, another damn cycle, is this another one? And it's not it's not what you think it is. Like I said, equal give and take. I'm seeing partnership. I'm feeling like a lot of happiness coming out of this. But it's just like I said, sometimes we can get so inside of ourselves. And even when it comes to work, you guys, I just feel maybe you're thinking like, okay, if I take this path, am I just gonna feel like this all over again? I'm just gonna be jumping around back and forth trying to like, okay, maybe I'm not happy here, and now I'm gonna try this. Okay, I'm just not gonna be happy here, and I'm gonna try that. And I get that again, you guys, because I actually am going through this myself right now, where I'm thinking, okay, if I'm not happy with this part, if I switch to this, am I just gonna, that excitement of something new and then it goes away, and then I'm stuck like, okay, well, that didn't make me happy either. Well, and that's the thing, you guys. You have to keep trying, you have to keep going until you find your cup that is gonna make you happy, right? That's that's unfortunately the way that life works, and we have to keep going. If not, we're just gonna be stuck. We're gonna be stuck staring at our empty cups, feeling that feeling of I'm just not satisfied, and we gotta keep moving forward with it. Okay, so I'm gonna add some clarifying cards. I am getting the Five of Pentacles, getting left out in the cold. I don't think this is a current situation. I think this is the past. Again, you guys, I am feeling like a lot of fear and a lot of holding on to the past. And maybe something's triggering you. And it could be something like that where you're being triggered, having these memories. Maybe in your mind, you're like, the last time I was here, this happened. Or the last time I felt this way, this happened. And it's crazy because it's like a song that's coming to me like right now. A song that I actually play and I used to identify a lot with. And guys, I'm really trying to make certain things not my story anymore. So it sounds funny, but I haven't been listening to it, so it's funny, it just popped in my head. But it talks about how like, how this person is just so happy. They see the way things are growing, they see the opportunities, they have so many things going, but then it's like, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let this go because, I know this is here right now, but this was also here at one point and it's not there anymore. And it's just like saying how this person is making this decision of like, I'd rather just like hermit mode, not talk to anyone, not deal with anybody, not fucking move forward, and just stay in my space than to try to move forward and be happy and possibly fail, Because again, things might not always work out the way you would like, and sometimes you fail. You do, you guys, and we can't control everything. I actually had to learn that recently because I got a little upset, that things didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. And I felt like I was giving signals, directions, like things were going so well. And then they just crashed. They just crashed on me. And I will admit, I felt defeated. I felt defeated. I was like, oh my gosh, is not at all like what I was going for. This just ruined it. I was doubting myself. I was doubting the messages. But in all honesty, even looking back at it, like I learned so much and so I took on a different part of me, I guess you can say. Like I elevated, right? I faced my fears and I became a better person. And then now I can go forward next time and just be like, hey, this is what I need. This is what I have going on. Like, let's do this versus like, being so scared to like do this. Okay, your next clarifying card is the Seven of Cups. There are a lot of cups in here, you guys, and it's funny that we are talking about cups just in general, but this is like having that control, right? Like I feel like you're just like, okay, this is what happened here, this is what happened there, this can happen like this can happen like that, and then it's like, oh, but then there's that mystery, that mystery of what is this? What is that cup? What is in there? And I think that's where we get stuck at, right? Because we don't have that control. I can't see into the future. I can't, read my tarot into this decision. I can't. And that's where you get stuck at, right? And again, I know that feeling, you guys, because I am a Capricorn, such a huge Capricorn. But I do get in this mode where I'm like, okay, I like, why? Like, why do these things keep happening? Why is it that this cup is like this? What if this happens? And I just get so stuck in my head trying to control this outcome that now I'm sitting here with 50 billion outcomes, right? And it all goes back to control because, again, Capricorn, you guys, I want to have that control of like, okay, this is how it's going to go. It's going to work out. Like, I want to be able to see the ending basically before like I even get there. So I'm already like, oh, okay, like I saw or I got told or I saw this message that this is where I'm going to be at. So let's do this, right? I want to be able to make that decision versus like I'm probably going on this journey or going on this lesson. Kind of like I said about, what happened with my work situation. I went wholeheartedly into something and I put my all into it, and it just didn't work out. But I learned a great lesson from it, and I faced fears, and there was a lot that it gave me in a little bit of amount of time, you guys. It gave me so much, even now. Okay, and the last clarifying card, you guys, is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, making decisions. You see those checkers? That's exactly what it's making me think of, like, like playing kind of chess. You're making decisions. You're thinking about things. You're so caught up in contemplating that you're not seeing what's really like right in front of you, behind you, or what's going on. Like you're just not. You're just so stuck in making these decisions, stuck in your head, and it's the fear, you guys. I totally get it because, like I said, there's been a couple things I've had to myself get over. I am really getting this message very strong, but it's like, again, it's having that control. It's like, let go of those fears. Like, just do it. Like, do it. And at the end, know that you did it with the best intentions, with your whole heart. And if it didn't work out, it didn't work out, whether that's love, work, or anything. Hey, you guys. And it does play into the Angel Oracle card, the Miracle of Forgiveness. So, again, I do feel like we need to forgive that past version of ourselves. And, I get it. I get we've made bad decisions in the past. I get that this new path can end up in a disaster. But we always grow from the uncomfortable moments. Like, we do. We really do. I've said this before, like, you can ask for patience, and the universe isn't just going to be like, oh, she asked for patience, let's give it to her, right? You're going to get taught it, and it's going to be shown to you, right? So you're going to be put in situations where you have to be patient, and you're going to start learning and building and going from there, and then eventually you will get there. And I think we have to forgive ourselves in that feeling of like, I should just know, right? Because I do this all the time, and I say this a lot, you guys. I'm like, I should have known, I should have done this. Like, I should have had a whole plan. Like, I really get into myself with that. But it's like, I really have to forgive myself and be kind to myself because I don't know everything, you guys. Like I said, tarot is guided, you know what I mean? Because I sometimes get that, like, oh, you didn't get that in your tarot. Like, haha, you guys. But it's not that tarot is going to tell me everything. All it is guidance, to be honest with you. It's up to us to take that direction and take that step and follow our paths, like, I can ask it one question today, make a move, and tomorrow ask it a different question, and it might not give me that same answer anymore. And that's because I either chose right or wrong, and it's nothing bad. It's just, like I said, a guidance of maybe where we should go at with things. And it's totally up to you to change it. It's also kind of like that saying of like, like when people break up and they're just like, oh, I'm never gonna go back to this person. It's like, well, yeah, you shouldn't go back to them. But then, like, if they're still doing whatever they're doing in the background, then, like, it's not really staying away from that person because they're still like reaching out to them. Maybe they're still watching their social media. Maybe they're still like meeting up with them. And then it's like, well, you're not really trying to get away from the situation, like you're still like in the situation. No, I'm not bashing on anyone because I've done it before, you guys. Trust me. Okay, you guys. And the last guided card was Dove. So again, it's going in peace, and it's peace, serenity. So again, I think you need to make peace with yourself, make peace with your past. That's probably like the August of like message, right? Making peace with your past. I just felt like so many things came out in August that like I did not expect. Things were coming out from my past, different choices that I made. Um, I've definitely came out of a lot of comfort situations to a point where, in all honesty, I there was just so much happening, and I think like even for me, like these cards are definitely resonating. There's just so many changes happening right now that I'm kind of stuck in my head as in like, okay, like this is a lot. Like I gotta process this all, but this is a lot, and it's okay, you guys. Like definitely reach out if you guys need help or anything like that, but we got to make sure like we do the right things for ourselves. Okay, guys, so that's the message for this week. Let me know what you all think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on my other social media, and have a great week. Bye bye.